the channel. This is Rob here at Smirking Gun Reviews, and this is take 3 of my Harley Quinn pilot episode review. It's on DC Universe. I just watched it, and I hated it. No, I didn't hate it. Yeah, I'd have to care more to hate it. It's going to be a 13-week long commercial for Birds of Prey. That's what it felt like. They want to make sure that all the girls in the audience and the guys who like to ogle at Harley Quinn are ready for this movie. That are, you're going to have your wallets out, ready to go watch that movie. That looks terrible. That movie looks terrible. Why they're calling it Bird? Maybe it's not going to be a terrible movie, but it shouldn't be called Birds of Prey, and it should just be Harley Quinn. I kept saying make it Harley and Ivy. That way you just have an odd couple. Where Ivy's the serious one and Harley's the wild one. What do they do? The animation in this is good. The voice acting is good. I like Alan Tudyk as the Joker. Diedrich Bader comes back from after doing he was Batman on Batman Brave and the Bold. So that's also a goofy version of Batman. So he's used to doing that. I thought Commissioner Gordon is kind of his frazzled Commissioner Gordon was fine. I thought Riddler was fine. I thought that there's all little, it's like zany versions of all these serious characters, which is fine. The violence was amped up to 11, which was fine. The swearing, again, like from a guy who swears a lot, I thought that this swears too much. Same as Doom Patrol, same as other DC properties that are out right now on DC Universe, where it's just like, just because you can swear doesn't mean you have to swear. So I'd say to this show, again, it's already in the can, right? This show's already got to be in the can, so you can't fix the writing now. So I hope that, if they do more, which, let me just put it to you this way. I'd be surprised if Birds of Prey doesn't do that well, and they don't already start planning on making another series of this, I would say that it won't come back if Birds of Prey doesn't do well. That being said, if they already have it in the, because you have to take 9 months, right, to animate an episode, if you're sending your stuff over to Korea. So maybe they're already working on season 2, but if they are working on season 2, here's my plea to them: work on the writing, make it funny. Okay, make it actually funny. There's some alright jokes in here. Unfortunately, they're mostly not from her. And they're definitely not from Poison Ivy, who I can't stand her character design. I can't stand what they're doing to Poison Ivy in this. That's not Poison Ivy. She's like if Poison Ivy was a character on Daria from the 90s. Literally. I do find that they're telling the audience that doesn't know that Joker and Harley broke up a while ago in the comics. So this is the retelling of how she got to that point, with the help of Ivy, who's basically, in love with her. She's trying to give her all the telltale signs that she's in love with her, all the way up to doing a super crazy 1960s Batman plot, with Death Trap, to convince her that Joker's bad. Anybody else out there know of any woman who just who's in one of these kind of relationships that who knows they're in a bad relationship and just kind of wakes up one day and goes, oh yeah, he's bad for me, and then makes their big old stand and to show people maybe today that need that extra push to leave that terrible man. It just doesn't happen in that really silly way. It doesn't happen like this. I kept thinking in my, if this was really happening, Joker would probably just kill Harley. But like I said, I had to remember, this is a goofy, over-the-top version of all this, and to kind of take my own, feelings about it out of it and just try to judge it on its own merits. And the thing is like I said, animation's fine, the voice acting's fine, the writing needs work, it needs to be more funny, actually funny. And stop swearing so much for the sake of swearing. Put the cuss words in there when you need it, if when it fits, not force it. Doom Patrol does it too, and I would bet dollars to donuts that Titans probably does the same. I would bet though that Titans probably swears a little bit less, just because we're dealing with teenage characters, or maybe they swear even more. Maybe it's like frickin' South Park on Titans. I don't know. I don't watch it, but it's not the worst thing. I probably won't watch it again. I'll tell you that. I knew I heard enough in this to go, yeah, this isn't for me. And I don't know who. Like I said, the audience I think for this will probably eat it up. But like I said, what I think this really is a commercial for the movie. It's a 13 episode commercial for the movie, so that you guys will go out there and you'll spend your money, and you will or you won't. I don't know. I don't know if DC's earned enough good faith back for you guys to spend the money and another, admittedly Margot Robbie does a good job as Harley Quinn. But I don't know if the show does it for you and it makes you want to see the movie, then they've done their job. It's done its job. But it didn't do anything for me in the long run, and even though like I liked bits of it, I don't recommend this. I don't recommend this to anybody that's a that's a serious DC reader. Maybe I'll, and then I wouldn't go back and hate watch it either. Like I said, there's some funny parts to it, so I might give it another episode a chance. But otherwise, I'm not even gonna say like, subscribe, and all that stuff, because this was probably gonna have a lot of dislikes on this just because but I didn't say anything, awful about it. Really, it's not for me. It's not for me, and I don't know a lot of people that review stuff that this would be for. That being said, I know Gino reviewed it on the Real Gino, so check out his review. Maybe his is more kind than mine is. I think I'm being fair. I think I'm being fair and honest. I'm not hating on this thing. I think that, it's good to see Harley in something, but the thing is Harley's everywhere right now. Harley is everywhere. They are flooding the market with Harley stuff, and again, it's all for a push for the movie. That's all this is. They're gonna hit you from all fronts. And Harley's is a character that's been out for over 20 years, and I preferred her back then. I preferred her on the animated series, not when she was taking abuse, because she's a strong character back then. Even then, she was a strong character, and she felt more like a partner, even in this dangerous relationship she's in. Nowadays, she's just this goofy, over-the-top, still kind of a sidekick with her and Ivy kind of teamed up and still trying to get out of the Joker's shadow, which I don't think she'll ever get to. She's marketable, and they've been banging and throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks, and this is just another attempt at that. You give me better writing, and I'll come to watch your show. I will. And that's why I'll probably watch episode 2 and see if the writing gets any better. Otherwise, like I said, we've got more content coming on the channel. So if you like it, tell me what you like about it. Tell me legitimately what you like about it. Did you, if you found it all, gut-slappingly, if you were just laughing on the floor literally and not figuratively in some text emoji or whatever, if you thought this was nonstop hilarity, tell me what you thought was so funny about it. Because while I thought a lot of the puns were good, and there's a funny Reese Witherspoon joke, and just little tiny things that were pretty funny there. I thought little side jokes were funny, but most of the stuff that was coming out of Harley's mouth and Poison Ivy's mouth was just sitcom like TGIF with cuss words in it. So anyway, this is Robert Smirking on Review saying we'll be back with more content later. Otherwise, peace out, everybody.